farm. I don't think he will be focused.
Okay.
So I expect Destin to have a good game this time. And also I expect the team to have a better game this this time than the last game. Because
Really?
the CD last game... No, I mean it for the player. Because the CD, even though he was against a Kraken top, he wasn't really getting that much farm. I hope this game he gets more farm.
What kind of
And
build do
also,
you think we'll see on the Midas this game? If you could predict, like, before anything happens.
you think Esson likes Spellchar? I don't know. I think Spellchar is good on Midas. But that's just me.
I think he will go spell shards. I'm a little bit intrigued as to whether he'll go for more of like a tanky Midas with like the Steam Boots Vestments route, which I think would be really good this game. I know Eslan switches up his Midas builds a lot. Sometimes he'll go into like Ring of Sorcery, and he'll just look to like split push early, which is what Midas likes to do anyway. But he'll have a lot of mana pool with the Sorcery Boots. Um, or if he'll just go for like a more tankier route, Steam Boots Vestments, Chalice, into Spell Shards, into something like a PK or a Codex.
I
But
mean,
also, in current meta, you have Dreamcatcher, which is a really good item, especially against a hero like Nymph and Self-Forest. So I think we could see a wide variety of different items. I'm not really sure what Eslan's going to want to do this game.
I think this game he needs kind of more damage than tankiness.
Okay, so you think more of the like Glass Cannon, Spell Shards, Codex type of route,
I
or...
I think, okay, personally I think the tankiness, the tanky one is better for him to like survive the catch on else. But
Yeah.
I think due to enemy heroes catching the fling and having one core down instantly, kinda, he needs to go for more damage.
Okay. I'm gonna go the opposite here. I want to see him go like the Steam Boots tanky Midas route and then transition it into like Spell Shards Codex. Because when Eston has Codex on Midas, I'm just saying I think he has like 95% win rate. So if he knows that stat like I do, he should go Codex. Or as he likes to call it, Codec. Because he's tied.
Oh,
Codec, yeah, because he's tied. He's awesome. They're gonna rotate Riftwalker here to mid lane. This is in response to Legion doing a Doctor Nymph dual mid. Meanwhile, in the top lane, we have Self-Forest, Geomancer up against Kraken. So Self-Forest will be getting a good early game farm here. We'll see how Kraken can do up there. Pharaoh is going to be solo against the Flint and the Behemoth, but Behe's already rotating to the mid lane. This could be a potential kill if they step up past the stairs here, which Doctor is looking to do. Doesn't get a wall on him, but there is the Rift Burn into the Midas Slow. Good damage. Doctor gonna be forced to use his Golden Apple, has a health potion ready to go. So Napadon was prepared for this.
I think if
And I
Vulca didn't cancel
believe...
the I think if
Oh,
Vulca
yeah?
didn't cancel the first kill, he could actually wall
Yeah, it
the
looked
top.
like he was gonna block him, and then it ended up on the wrong side. I was gonna say, I think they see this, by the way. There is a ward of sight on the pillar here. They should be spotting out the behemoth. So they know he's in the area. Nymph continues to stack the left side of the jungle, so he is leaving a little bit the Doctor alone, which means the Midas is farming a little bit better here than the Doctor early on. But Geomancer is still staying in the top lane for now. He's level 2. I think they want to try to get him some levels before he perhaps makes his way into the mid lane as well. Or we'll have a tri-lane mid for both sides. No, I don't know. But I think eventually we'll see some roaming from the Geomancer, just a little bit early for now.
I don't think the
Doctor
Geo
gonna go down for the Bloodlust. It's gonna be enough. Mex gets credit for the last hit and the Bloodlust kill. But the slows from both Midas and Riftwalker proved to be too much. And Nymphora was not there. She continues to just kind of roam around the jungle. A little bit curious about that, but they end up giving up a kill on their Doctor.
I don't think Geo does really much top because they can't really kill the Kraken with the Forest. So it's better just moving mid and try to rotate, yeah. And also, I'm
Yep.
surprised for the start that the Kraken has good CS.
And Nymph also went bottom. That to me is even more surprising because I don't see a reason to lane with the Pharaoh down here. I feel like They're prioritizing Doctor's solo XP versus just making sure to get him last hits in mid lane.
Yep. Midas is level
I
4
guess
now, though.
the thought process here is get Doctor level 5 ASAP so he can rotate and take the easy camp and then get level 6 from that. Otherwise, I see no reason why Nymph would be leaving the Doctor this much. So they must be comfortable with Doctor getting a little bit underfarmed and having the one death early as a trade-off to trying to get him solo experience. Because otherwise, I would say this is just overall a mistake. But they seem to know what they're doing, so we'll see how it ends up panning out. 4-minute rune, I think, was camped here already. We have a DD bottled on Midas. He's level 4. Nymph needs to be careful here because a transmute with a DD rune could be a recipe for a disaster. There's a really good fissure wall coming in from Volca. Blocks off Nymphora. He's going to be taken out there. There is a kill for the Midas. It's his first of the game.
Yeah, as you mentioned, I think they're just like... It doesn't matter if Doctor doesn't get as much farm, just letting it solo HP.
Yeah, so he's level 5 now. It's almost like I played comp before Vinicius. I predicted this. He's gonna almost hit level 6 here from the easy camp. It's close. He's got a triple hard camp here to work on. Doesn't have the most mana, but he can slowly work on this. Midas kind of has an idea something's going on here. Nymph might be having deja vu here in the near future. Throws out a Zeal Stun, hits onto the Riftwalker. There's another... I swear to God, we just saw this like about 40 seconds ago. Fissure Stun and then almost the exact same placement as well.
He got the ward though.
Yeah, he got the ward. He did get the ward. I think it was almost about to expire as well. Well, he got what he came for.
What is it? Right.
The Kraken already used his charge. Doesn't have mana for release the Kraken. Now he gets it off. One more hit from Flint. Can he get in range? He's gonna channel Money Shot. Pharaoh TP's in though. Doesn't have mana for the mummy walls though. That could be the difference maker. They're just manning up on the Pharaoh. Here comes Riftwalker from behind with the Rift Burn. The coordination just a little bit awkward here for Blue Eyes. They're kind of going down one by one, I would say. And that was the first use of the Wrath of the Pharaoh. Unfortunately, not going to net them any kills. Did he have a... I don't think he had the Lunateer on him, right? He probably bought it afterward.
Okay, maybe if he did, I think he was dead.
Yeah. If he had a Lunateer, probably would have been able to kill at least the Flint. But they're going to work on the jungle stacks here. Doctor's already level 7, so... I mean, despite having the poor laning phase, he's recovering very nicely here. Probably get about another 20-30 GPM from this hard camp stack. Now he's 372 GPM.
Oh, he gets that.
Find himself a regen.
And that's the best room for Doctor, huh?
Oh yeah.
Easier regen and as a Doctor, you're
Midas could die here actually. He's low on mana. He has enough for a Chalice Warp, but he might end up just dying.
Nice.
The regen rune Doctor coming in hot. And that's an important kill because Esthon was top GPM in the game. He was about 100 GPM higher than the Doctor about 30 seconds ago prior to that triple hard camp into regen rune. So Nopadon getting a little good RNG there. Always part of the game, of course, but now he's level 8. 410 gold per minute.
It was good because he killed Midas after getting all the jungle stacks.
And, you know, something to note here is that Doctor is, like, very notorious for being an insanely weak early game hero in terms of laning phase. We are kind of past that point now because he's level 8. This is where Doctor can start to pick up his steam, so to speak. He can either decide to keep farming safely and respond to ganks from the other side, or he can choose to be proactive at his choosing. So we'll see what Nopadon looks to do here, but already having a good start, which is what you like to see. Geomancer on the high ground, spotting out Midas. Lord Self-Force is here. Digstun is going to connect. Wrath of the Pharaoh hits as well. Do they have the damage? It looks like they will. The Undying was used. Fissure Wall coming in on the Self-Force. Here comes a Flare. There is a Money Shot ready to go. I hear an MTP coming in. from the background. Ports in Doctor. Who are they going to go for is the question. They're going to go for the Flint. Geomancer is going to fall first, but Flint Beastwood going to get locked down, and he will go down. Wall of Mummies locking down the Behemoth, and they will take out 2 players. So they lose the Geomancer, but 3 kills in total coming out for Blue Eyes. And it was a rough start, but 4-6 now is the score. Gold lead. Basically negligible at this point here. Experience slightly in their favor by about 1,000.
Okay, this is more likely. They just group and fight. Oh, also the Doctor is fine farming compared to other carries playing against him because he doesn't really care about much the range he has. He can just ult in and keep the fling anyways.
I saw a glowstone just picked up by the Doctor. Do you think it's an obvious Icon of the Goddess follow-up?
Hey, wait.
Oh, wait a minute. He might have sold the glowstone. Maybe he meant to buy the Ring of Sorcery. Okay, but he could still look to break that into Icon. So maybe I'm not wrong, just not the right timing.
Ulti.
Release the Kraken hits onto Doctor. 3-man wormhole comes out. Isn't enough damage though. They do not have the damage with just Kraken and Riftwalker. So the bait was good, but the numbers advantage was in favor of Blue Eyes. And the heal pod, I think, came in clutch there, healed them up. So Doctor picks up a double tap, and he is up to 530 gold per minute already. Definitely a different game number 2 here, I would say.
Yeah, Leon is being more proactive now. And they also have the hero for it, right? They don't have a flame standing still in the lane.
Yeah, and the Sulfuras also having pretty decent farm going into the long lane. He has 79 creep kills, 10 minutes in, 380 GPM. He's basically tied with the Tricor from Hellborn. So he'll be able to start building into some tanky items. Wouldn't be surprised to see a first item barrier rattle on the Sulfuras. We'll see what he decides to go for, but I think the early game team items to try to help with the aggression that Doctor is bringing right now would make a lot of sense. And Doctor looks like he's just going to be looking to finish the Icon. He's got the Glowstone. He needs about 800 for the Beast Heart. Then he can break the Ring of Sorcery, get the Icon, and start the Snowball attempt in the near future here. So Flint Beastwood on the contrast, he has Steam Boots and Mad Freds, but doesn't have too much else surrounding that.
Both fling games feel the same, right? They are getting caught in lane, they can't really farm by himself, and he also can't really clear jungle stacks as fast as enemy carry.
Yeah. Yeah, and having the Nymphora really helps the Doctor accelerate as well, because constantly feeding him mana as well as heals, helping him clear the jungle stacks. I think that also makes a big difference as well. They're looking to Nymph port. They're sitting in the fountain right now, so I think top lane is where they're looking to go. Here comes the Wrath of the Pharaoh. Kraken does charge him back though. Does lock him down in the release of the Kraken. Doctor is here now. He's looking to fly in. There he goes in onto the Kraken. Gets the first kill. Has enough mana to zoom on out of there. And there is no catch right now. Fissure Stone is up in 4 more seconds. But they will be happy with just getting the Kraken kill. Trading the Pharaoh. And it actually ended up being a double tap in the end. So the numbers advantage right now favoring Vinicius. They're looking to dive onto the Sulfuras. Money shot is being channeled. Isn't enough damage for a kill. There is no Fissure for 8 more seconds. So Sulfuras will get the safety net to his base. So it ends up being a 2-for-1 in the end. Losing the Pharaoh and the Geomancer I think is not the worst thing in the world though. Doctor now has the Icon completed, and he will be build rotting into the mid lane. Oh, he could find himself a Midas here. Geomancer, Dick stunning in. They do stack the disables a little bit. There's the pull. Opposite charges come in, and Doctor immediately gets Icon charge number 1.
Oh, they see the
Looks like they're gonna make it more. Behe, that's gonna be a quick kill. Riftwalker as well. Does he have the mana to keep going? The slows coming in. The Earth Grasp from the Geomancer. The right clicks from Doctor. Here's another opposite charges, and it is a double tap domination streak coming out for Nopodon. Credit to that ward, which was actually placed by himself. Love to see the carry players buying the wards there. That's awesome. 3 icon charges now at 13 minutes, level 11.
Ooh, I feel like the Doctor is getting out of control. Kinda soon.
Definitely good news for him. He has to make sure not to, I would say, die though, at the same time. Definitely doesn't want to lose the charges he's already gained.
Yeah, but I don't feel like they have the initiator to do that. The Kraken is having a bad game, won't have PK. We'll have PK pretty soon, but like...
I wouldn't call it a bad game, but he's a little bit delayed on the PK, I would say. Needs about 500 more, so it could take a couple minutes here. He is still the top farmer for his team at 390 gold per minute, but the Midas does go for Steam Boots, and it looks like he'll be going for Dreamcatcher with the Soul Trap and some build-up coming out. He's going for the tanky route. What I feel Vinicius has an issue with right now is they don't have like a clear setup outside of Fissure. So a lot of their spells rely on skill shots. So trying to actually hit the Doctor, I think, is their biggest issue right now. Once they get the Kraken portal key, that can most likely change. What happened?
Was the warden. And do you see the 2 words that Hilburn put in the jungle?
Oh, these are both Hellborn's wards, actually. The funny thing is, the Rev ward from Esperanza here sees the close ward, but the farther back ward is actually not spotted. This is probably why Mex is the support player and not Puppet Soul. His ward is not spotted, but interestingly enough, he wasn't able to counter ward it. Bottom lane, we have Wrath of the Pharaoh catching out the Kraken, release the Kraken, not hitting onto anyone. There is a wall of mummies, locking several heroes down. Doctor flies through them, dealing good damage. He is going to get 1 kill on the Behemoth. Now they're turning it onto the Midas. Doesn't get the kill, actually. That could be a mistake, because now the icon charges aren't ticking. Well, actually, they were from the first kill. He is able to fly in to the background, get the kill onto the Riftwalker, but the Flint Beastman is still alive. Forced to fall back here from the Geomancer, trying to line up a money shot, but not able to channel it, so they do protect their Doctor in the end, and it ends up being a 3-for-1. As only Pharaoh ended up falling, but needless to say, he did his job. That was an excellent wall of mummies to start off that engagement.
I think it could be a 4-for-1.
Well, they're not done. They're not done. Nymph TP with the Doctor. They find the Flint. The Steel Stun comes in into the pod. Fissure Stun, not gonna matter. Boom. Pod blows up, and Nymph gets credit for the kill.
Man, it actually feels terrible to play like non-mobility hero like Flynn against a Doctor.
He's going for more. Behemoth used Fissure. He thought he was gone. Volca just fed. Poor Volca. He's only level 6. He needs the tome. I don't know if they stole it again on him.
I think Volca's PK will come in 1 hour this game.
Oh, Wrath of the Pharaoh mid lane onto Midas. Did they have to follow up though? He's just gonna warp away. Doctor flies in. Here comes the opposite charges. He is dead. Bloodbath continuing. Wormhole channeled aggressively, it looks like.
Kraken ready.
The bloodbath continues. Kraken is now gonna get spotted. Doctor, does he have enough mana to continue this? He's gonna get charged. Not the best charge coming in from Kraken. I think more so just trying to escape. Does release the Kraken, holding down Doctor. He cannot use his ludicrous speed at the moment. Kraken will PK away and he will be safe. The GGs are called. Game number 2 in dominant fashion here, going to Blue Eyes, which means we are tied up 1 game apiece. We're going to game number 3.